Rosedale show is the 17th of August. I recognise this pickup. Google or Bing, I think, which I looked at now, said it's 49 minutes where I'm going, but I don't think it'll take me that long. Even though all the sheep and curlews and things are trying to commit suicide in front of me. But I do need to stop for some petrol though. I have enough, but I may as well top up while I'm down here, because we don't really have any fuel at home. I can use a out of a tin, but that's really for the quad bike, just to keep me going if I needed to, but I don't need to. Anyway, we've had a rather grim few days. We had a bit of fine weather from Thursday until Sunday. That was just 3 days, and then the Sunday night it was rather wetter than I would have expected, like, because they were predicting big thunderstorms. They didn't happen, but we had like quite a heavy spell of rain through the night on the Sunday night, and then since then it's just been like drizzle and fog, which stopped it dried up and made it even wetter. But I think it'll dry up in no time, really. It is just about the longest day, just after. It's going to get quite hot starting tomorrow. It's going to warm up quite a lot. Quite a lot of heather opening. This is the bell heather. There seems to be more of it low down. I hadn't seen a car on until here, one of the odd ones. This time last year we'd more or less finished baling and picking bales up, but I haven't done any, even cut any at home yet, but possibly tomorrow. We'll see how it feels. Well, that was weird. Completely out of the blue. I would suspect that was possibly is a young farmer's ball or something, but to be perfectly honest, it looked a bit more than that. They do have such things as it could be like a wedding reception or something, but it's a bit unlikely, to be honest, on a Wednesday night. But there's a great deal of money on display there. But I should think some of the fancy cars and things were just on a hire for the day. Hey. Oops. Where this place starts, it says a limited roadside parking. I think it's there. I think that's it. Ooh. Yep. They weren't joking. They said the parking is limited, but I can park in this puddle. Ooh. Yeah, this is it. Ooh. On the left here, I've just been walking up there, and as I suspected, and I've seen this from the road actually before, it's full of orchids, but I didn't really feel it was especially exceptional. The orchids that are there are very abundant, but they aren't especially rare. But there are other plants like candelabra primulas, which are very rare in the wild. I didn't see any though. Obviously it's late for that now, but I did expect that there would be some like nearly done ones, but I didn't see any of those. Yeah, so maybe come a bit sooner. I'd say like May, mid-May. It's a very cold, wet site because it's extremely waterlogged mostly. And to anyone coming, you want some good boots or wellies. I wouldn't say wellies are essential. You're walking through puddle and little streams, but there's nothing that's going to come halfway up your knees. Not in the summer anyway. And if there's been any rain at all within the past day or two, I would probably have waterproof trousers. see here, this goes on to the farm, a Tylas farm, but we go down here, which is a green lane. Oh. You don't really want to be using your front brake. It's fine with a trail bike, but with this one I'd just think twice about it. There's some quite good grassland here, but it's quite intensively grazed apparently. But this track is not well known or well used. Some of these routes they get really heavily plathered by off-roaders. But the weird thing was, I mean, he fell off somewhere here, and I just picked his bike up and rode it down here without starting the engine. Possibly there he fell off, I don't know, somewhere like that. And you know, I thought it was as easy as, because his bike is a little lightweight thing, but he did have a lot of luggage on it. Here it might have fallen off. I don't know. You see, he's not an experienced rider. I don't know, he's given it up now. He's older than me, like. But you know, dealing with a road like this, it's not the easiest of roads, is it? And I think quite a lot of it is confidence and sort of believing you can do it, really. If you start to get a wobble on and get worried, you know, like this is quite nasty, isn't it? But I'm seriously thinking of fitting this bike with more off-roady tyres. It's a bit of on trend at the moment. It gives it a sort of a scrambler style. I think that's being rather generous to it. But you know, on a track like this, a slightly more off-roady tyre would be good. And you know, so you go on like other roads that have like grass down the middle and all that. And apparently, some of these tyres, they last just as well on the road as the other normal road tyres. This is the Hillsdale Beck, which is I believe it's the Rye. Quite a size, like. This is proper council road. They do maintain it if they've got some road planings or something to chuck it about. But I thought many a time this would be a good place to come if you want to fly a drone over Rievaulx, because there's a point along here you can actually see it. But I would start from, well, possibly from the bridge, near the bridge. If you go to the other way, oh look, paraglider. It's one with like little wheels on. I'd call that a micro light rather than a glider. That's really quite a... Hang on, I think I probably should... We've got a micro light flying over Rievaulx, but it's quite distant, so don't know what you can see. He didn't hang about. He thought he'd come all this way. He would have done a circuit over it or something. In the past once, I came on like the evening and there was all this fog forming in the valley bottom, and I just stopped halfway up the bank and walked through the wood and took photos from the Rievaulx terrace, which is closed at like 5 PM or whatever. That's no good, is it, when you want to take photos in the evening light? This place is fucking deserted. There are some people live here. That house might be lived in. Because there's holiday lets and things. Someone lives there probably. There's a good view of the Abbey through here. I think I should since I'm here, it'd be rude not to.